Hey, this is Jeff Nelson. I'm a realtor here in Lower Alabama, specifically Baldwin County, which covers Spanish Fort, Daphne, Fairhope, Foley, Gulf Shores, and Orange Beach. I'm going to attempt today to not create a very long video because I'm talking about real estate statistics. And it's probably one of the most boring subjects, but necessary. So I'm not going to take a whole lot of time on this, but I want to give you a good grasp if you're looking to buy or sell in Baldwin County. I think this is really good information to have. And again, I do put out a lot of videos. There's going to be a lot going out this year, so if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. I'm going to be doing these reports once a month. And then sprinkled in there, I'm going to be doing other videos about our neighborhoods, condo communities, restaurants, and so on. So please subscribe to my channel so you know what's coming up next. So if you've been looking over the past several months or even the last year, a couple years, you probably have noticed that prices have gone up in Baldwin County. And I live in Spanish Fort. About 60–70% of my business is at the beach. So I am all over the county from the top to the bottom, and I'm seeing the same thing. Prices are going up in Spanish Fort, just like, well, maybe not as drastically, but all over the county. Just pick a city, and home prices have definitely gone up. It really started last December. I was kind of shocked because we just got through, we were in the process of dealing with Hurricane Sally that came in October, November, I think end of September, October, anyway, last fall. And so I was really kind of shocked that there was such a demand because we were still going through cleanup for months. And by the way, our last hurricane was 16 years before that. So it gives you a little idea. People worry about hurricanes and alligators down here, but you really don't have to be. Okay, so back to it. Starting in December, last December of 2020, we started seeing a big influx of buyers coming into the area, and it really went non-stop throughout this year, 2021. Today is December 4th, 2021, and I'm going to give you some numbers that are going to blow your mind, but the bottom line is prices have increased over this year. So before I get into the actual figures, I want to talk to you about the two major factors that I believe are the reason why we've had such a big price increase all across the board. Number one is we've had a big exodus from the north coming south. Now we've been dealing with that, not dealing with it because it's a good thing, but we've been working with our northern neighbors, New York, Wisconsin, Utah, Minnesota. Just pick a northern state, and they're coming to Lower Alabama either to live or to invest. But a lot of people are getting sick of the property taxes where they live in another state, and they're finding out that our property taxes alone could save them a ton of money. The last I heard, Alabama has the second lowest property taxes in the country. They are good, and you know, when you're used to paying $10,000 or $12,000 a year, and then you come to just by making a move, your property taxes go down to about $1,500 or $1,200 a year. I mean, that's substantial savings. So we have that has been that way for a long time. We do attract a lot of people from northern states, not only because of property taxes, but also the weather, and then our beautiful beaches and water. That being said, the second reason why prices have gone up, because the amount of people that are coming in is creating a huge demand for properties. Couple that with the second factor that causes prices to go up, and that is low inventory. I'm going to show a graphic a little later, but well, actually I'll show it now. Our inventory, active listings right now, this is for the entire county of those major 6 cities that I talked about earlier. Total active listings right now is 1,238 listings. 1 year ago, we were at 2,077 listings, and that's a 51% drop in the amount of inventory. So when you have more buyers, hence the north coming down, than you do listings, you're going to create a scenario where whether it be bidding wars or at the very least, sellers are going to get their asking price as long as it appraises and all that type of thing. But that is a natural way that prices will increase in real estate. Quite frankly, it has nothing to do. It's nice that mortgage rates are still very low, and they have been for a very long time, 7-8 years. I mean, we've been enjoying a nice mortgage rate. Anywhere from, I just heard one the other day, 2.75% on a 15-year fixed mortgage. So that fixed conventional 15-year. So that's awesome. And then we're rarely seeing anything over 4% as far as a mortgage goes. But that's not the reason, because we've been enjoying those rates for many years. The natural flow of this whole thing is because of the demand that people are finding out about Lower Alabama, and that you don't have to go to Florida to get beautiful water and beautiful beaches. And in all reality, it's the same. We're right next door. The beach didn't stop. The beautiful beaches didn't stop in Pensacola. So, but you can live here. That's a lot cheaper. So there's just so much that's causing that price increase. So let me talk about what has happened in the last 12 months. So the figures that you're going to see right now are numbers. I picked Orange Beach and Gulf Shores condos, not single family. I'm using numbers for condos because in that particular market we have more buyers. So I figured this would hit home with more people if I use the condo market in Gulf Shores and Orange Beach. For the other 4 cities, Foley, Fairhope, Daphne, and Spanish Fort, those figures are for single family homes. Okay, the first 2 numbers that you see, let's look at Orange Beach condos. That is, now we're comparing last month, November 2021, compared to 12 months previous to that, November 2020, okay? So that first figure are the number of units sold during that month. So there were 45 condos sold in Orange Beach in the month of November a year ago. That figure you see right next to it is the selling price, not the list price, but the actual price that the condo closed at. So the average price was $540,806. But here's the whole reason why I'm doing this video. Fast forward 12 months, there were 72 condos that were sold in Orange Beach, and there was an average sales price of $674,000. That's a 25% increase over a year. All right. So as you can see, you can go right down the list. You see Gulf Shores had a 40% increase in closing sales prices on an average. Foley 27%, Fairhope 10%, Daphne 10%, and Spanish Fort, where I live, 12%. This is amazing because over the past several years, we probably 4 or 5 years, our area, the entire area of Baldwin County, we've been enjoying a nice, slow and steady, 3 to 4 to 5% appreciation rate. And then this past year just kind of blew it out of the water. Now, I don't believe that this will continue, because I think sooner or later the area's gonna price itself out. I mean, this isn't LA, not yet anyway. But we do have those factors that are involved that's going to cause prices to increase. So this next graphic shows, now this is an average sales price for all of Baldwin County in general. So if you don't know what city you want to live in or buy in, this will give you an idea. The average sales price for single family homes and condos put together is $425,918. And a year ago that was $350,000. The average selling price, and that's a 20% increase overall. I would say, and now let me give you a quick example. And with this graphic, you're going to see that our days on the market has decreased by 93%. The average days on the market is 26 days compared to 71 days a year ago. And the listing to sales price ratio is a big term, but what that really means is that if you have a list price, and let's say a buyer comes in and pays list price, then the listing to sales price ratio was 100%. If the buyer came in at 2% under list price and the seller accepted that, then the listing to sales price ratio was 98%. All right, so if you take all the sales, in Baldwin County during the given period of time, and where we're at now is 98%. Last year was 97%. So overall, thousands of sales, and we had 7,300 sales last year in Baldwin County in the last year, which is quite amazing to me because we're not a major metropolitan area, but 7,300 sales is a lot. Okay, so 98% is the average. So you would think that we're still in a buyer's market. That's not really the case, because with that 98%, you're going to have a big portion of those homes that sold for over 100%. 98% is the average. So I would suggest, if for right now anyway, that you get everything in order. If you're ready to buy a house for yourself to live in full-time, or if you're looking for an investment property, I would definitely have all your ducks in a row, have your mortgage together, or if you're paying cash, have some sort of documentation from your bank that we could show proof of income. But I'm going to tell you, the area is hot. I can't see that these prices will continue to rise at this rate in the coming 12 months. I don't think that this area can sustain that type of growth. We do live in a beautiful area. There are many reasons why people are moving here. I moved here in 2012 from Virginia Beach. I was a realtor up there for 8 years in Virginia, North Carolina. I moved down here, got my license, and I've been licensed here ever since. So I've been in business for 15, 16 years, and I love this area. I mean, the housing, the beach, the people, the food, the weather. I just love it. So anyway, there's just a quick recap. In the description below, I'm going to have a link to probably the most detailed market report that you'll see. I'm going to put a link in the description. It's going to say Baldwin County Real Estate Market Report. So it's going to have some of these graphics, but then I also lay out every city and the average prices and size of the homes and price per foot and all that information. So Jeff Nelson here, Realtor. If you're looking to buy or sell anywhere in Baldwin County, I'm all over the place. Give me a ring, and I'd love to talk to you. But I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you soon on the next one.